Hi, I'm Bibi.
And I'm Stephen.
And we are
Just Another Knitting Podcast.
Welcome to everyone who's new and welcome back to our regular viewers. We're glad to be here for another episode. We're filming on a Monday, which feels really weird. We've both rushed home from work. I was away for the weekend, for the whole weekend, and only got home at like 9:30 last night. So we didn't have any time to film. We usually film on a Sunday, but now it's Monday.
Yeah, it's a good solid knitting weekend.
For you, yep.
Yeah. It's good.
And we are transitioning into spring, summer, so it's a lot lighter in the evening, so it makes it a bit easier to do this. We've actually got quite good light. I think we're getting close to gold now, so perfect.
Yeah, and this weekend was daylight savings as well, so
we sprung forward.
We did, so we lost an hour, but
in the morning, yeah.
Yeah, so no, it's that time of year, and things are starting to warm up as well.
And we know I like to watch a little podcast, and we know that everyone's doing full knitting plans, and I'm not doing full knitting plans, but I am going to talk a little bit about spring knitting plans, which are very similar to full knitting plans for me, let's face it. I mean, they're probably impossible to distinguish.
And let's be honest, at the speed that I go, I'm really
Doesn't
knitting.
Really matter.
I was going to say, I'm really knitting for next winter now anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you're just knitting for whenever.
Yeah, that's right.
For the fun of it.
Yep.
All right, so should we
Let's go.
kick in with what we're wearing? You can start.
Okay, so today I'm wearing Bibliophile.
Bibliophile, it's done and blocked.
It is. And today actually it's been its first outing in the wild.
Yay. So, how's it held up for the day?
Really good.
Did you get any compliments on it?
No one even commented. I think it's one of those jerseys that's kind of vanilla looking. Yeah. And it's nice, and it sort of looks a little bit store-bought, I think, from a certain point of view. So, yeah, it was just, no comments at all. It's just a work jersey, which is kind of what I was after. So.
Yay.
But look, honestly, I'm really happy with it. I thought it might have been a little bit too warm because it's quite a heavyish yarn, and it's DK-ish to worsted weight.
It's DK weight. It's a solid DK.
Yeah. So, and it's got a bit of weight to it. But no, it's been a changeable day to day, but I was quite comfortable. I'm really enjoying the fit. I hadn't blocked it last time, but honestly, the more I kind of wear it, and now it's blocked.
Perfect. Like here,
it feels like it fits really nice around the shoulders with the compound raglan.
Yeah.
And I was a bit initially concerned that I might have put too much fabric in around, as you all know from the repeated times where I had the issues with the arm length and trying not to get the arms too small, and then I feared that I might have made them too big. But no, honestly, I think what I did was
put your arm out so people can see.
Yeah, I think what I did is it doesn't have a lot of extra fabric in the front, not when I'm sort of got my arm not out. But maybe it does have a little bit too much around the top of the arm. I need to really bulk up my shoulders, and
you probably left your run too late for that.
I probably have, but if I did, this would be a jersey that fit me really well. But I made the arms a size larger, sort of just by being a bit paranoid. So I probably wouldn't do that again. I think with the extra length that we put on the arms, then they would have been just fine. And my usual bugbear with regards to jerseys is the length, and I think particularly in the arms, it's got a nice arm length here, and in the body, it's my perfect length. So
you put some B-roll in.
I'll do some more B-roll with it blocked. You might have seen it in the last episode, but
that was pre-blocked.
That was before I'd blocked it. Yeah, but it grew about an inch in the block. And now I think I hit my perfect length. So
2.5 centimeters.
I don't know. Yeah.
In real.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2.5, two and a bit centimeters. Yeah, 2.25. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. So I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, my perfect length. So I don't have to walk around the office going every time I get up and trying to pull it down so that it goes below the pooch.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so very happy with it.
I am. Yeah. I would definitely knit another one.
Oh my god. I don't want you to do another one.
Yeah. No, that'd be a bit boring actually. So, I'll just do that quietly in the
There
background.
are so many other Reglans to choose from that I think are better patterns than that one. I would be disappointed if you knit another one of those instead of some of the many others that are better.
Yeah.
Having knit that one and others, I think there are better patterns.
Yeah. Okay. But I might knit it again because
You can do whatever you like.
that's right. But yeah, I won't take you on that journey if I do decide it. I'll just produce it one day and go ta-da. So anyway, that's what I'm wearing. What about you, baby?
I'm wearing Iola by Kate Davies. So this was one of my 20 and 25. I knit this earlier in the year, and it looks like cables, but it's actually all just slip stitches. So this is knit in Rebel Rapture, which is a outlaw yarn, which is a local brand for us, and it is a DK weight, and it's 80% merino, 20% silk. So it's good for an in-between day. I don't find silk that warm to wear, because I wear thick 100% merino all the time. That bit of silk feels a bit cooler for me.
Yeah.
But it's held up so well. I've worn it tons, and it doesn't have a single pill on it. And just the combination of the merino and silk just really makes it's a bit hardier than pure merino.
Yep. And it looks like the colour on it's really, I really like the colour on it too. It's it's quite a saturated blue.
Yeah. It's not my usual kind of a colour to wear, but I was trying to kind of push the boat out and wear different colours. And the buttons are by Lisa F. Design. So she's a pattern designer in New Zealand, but she also makes notions. So she makes little buttons. So I got some buttons, and I thought it went quite nice. I feel like the pattern is quite geometric, and I quite like the geometric style buttons as well.
Are they wood or bamboo or
bamboo?
Bamboo buttons.
Yeah, so that's sustainable.
Lovely.
And one thing that kind of confused me when I first put it on, but I quite like it now, is that it's off center. The buttons are off center.
Right.
Because the buttons are held on with an I-cord edge buttonhole. So the buttonhole's right on the I-cord edge on the side. So it means that the buttons are off to the side, which I quite like. So when you're looking at it, you can see that the buttons they would normally be here, but actually they're over here.
Right.
Which I think is kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I mean, I haven't seen anything like that with regards to buttonholes.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a whole wealth of things that you can knit of Kate Davies that she has. It's a style that she has, the way she's knit these. She's got these I-cord edge buttonholes. There's another cardigan. I'm going to do a bit of a discussion of cardigans at the end, but there's another cardi of hers that I'm quite keen to knit, which I really like, but I'll talk about that later. So that's what I'm wearing. This is the Iola by Kate Davies.
Fantastic. Okay,
finished objects. Well, you've already talked
I
about
kind of
it.
have, it was like bibliophile.
Ta-da.
Ta-da. You've seen it now fully blocked. We'll do some B-roll so you can see me walking back and forward, and you'll see what I mean about the length. It is the yarn itself. We didn't say that
We're
what
talking
it's...
about it again.
Well, I didn't...
Keep going then.
I didn't say it's knit in Wild Earth Yarns Somerset DK in the colour grape. It's quite a rustic yarn too. It doesn't have that soft feel to it. So one of the things that I just didn't say before was I was kind of, as I was driving off to work this morning, I was wondering whether it was going to be itchy or not.
Oh, yeah.
And no, it's been all
Mine's
day.
not.
No, it's got that kind of feel like lopey on the
It's
outside of
rustic,
it,
but not itchy.
but it's not itchy at all. Yeah, so
it doesn't have those longer fibers that stick into you.
yeah, so like I say, I won't say pleasantly surprised because I didn't expect it, but I thought it was a possibility. So yeah, no, it was. It's really comfortable to wear.
Yay!
Fantastic. So anyway, skipping through my finished objects. What about you, BB?
Yeah, so
what have you got?
Well, I should start with what I actually finished this last week, and I put the B-roll in with the finished blocked product because I only had one sleeve to knit. I had a couple of repeats of the sleeve to do for the last show, and so I finished that like I think the same day or the next day, and this has been on heavy rotation since then. I think I've worn it almost every day. So this is the Storm Sweater by Petite Knit. It's knit in Wild Earth yarn recycled, so it's made out of yarn that's recycled from the spinning dyeing process. They gather up the yarn, they grade it by colour and I guess type of yarn, and then they recard it and respin it into new yarn. So it's got a really nice heathered effect where you can see lots of different colours in it, and it's quite oversized, which that's what I wanted. I wanted something that was kind of sweatshirty, and it definitely is that. It's so cozy. I love the yarn so much. I've worn it so much, and it's got almost no pilling on it. Like you can see little bobbles, but it's not pilled much at all, which is really good because it's merino, and merino is prone to a bit of pilling.
And it's quite soft too.
It's very soft. Yeah, so for how soft it is. You expect a soft yarn to pill a little bit. You kind of expect that, but this has not. I just absolutely love it. I went away for the weekend. I took it with me, and I can't remember how many people, but a lot asked me if they could have it, if I could make them one. Did I make it myself? People were touching me because it's just, people were really drawn to it. I think the colour.
Yeah, and I think the texture too. I mean,
texture
you don't have a lot of all over texture jerseys that I can remember. And I mean, that it's quite a varied texture as well. How did you actually find the knitting of the texture?
It was fine. I mean, I talked about it last week when I talked about it. It was very, what did they say, popcorny, but or potato chippy. That like you get through one and you just want to start the next one. So I feel like I raced through it pretty fast. Took me a couple of weeks to knit. That one of the things that I did is that I blocked it and I was really happy with it. But I like we're both wearing quite a high tight neck, and I like that, but this, because it is oversized and I knit it to be oversized, it did have a slightly wider neck. It was still fitting like here, like it wasn't gaping, but I do like a tighter neck, so I put some clear elastic, like shearing elastic, this special elastic like that you can get for knitwear. And so I just put that around the bottom of it just to draw it in a little bit. So not so that it would show that it's puckering or anything, but just enough so I feel confident that it'll stay in place. And if I pull it out, it kind of snaps back. So I did that before I went away on the weekend. And it definitely has that snap back now. And I think part of that is just my inability to do tight ribbing. I'm a loose knitter, and so my ribbing doesn't usually cinch in.
Right.
And I have to go down, usually you go down one needle size. I probably need to go down 3 or 4 needle size to actually get something that's going to look neat and tidy. Or what I did on this one was did a half twisted rib to make it feel a bit tighter. Because I really wanted that effect on this one. Yeah, so that's always an ongoing thing for me. But overall, I absolutely love this garment. I will wear it to death. It's one of those wear over your pajamas, wear with a pair of leggings. I've worn it to work once, but on casual Friday, I don't think I'd wear it every day. But it's a super cozy kind of oversized sweatshirt feel, which I just adore it. So I'm very pleased with it. It's what I knit it for, and it exactly fits the bill. So very happy.
Awesome.
Storm Sweater by Petite Knit.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, so I don't have any more finished objects.
FO number 2.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So I did go away for the weekend, which means I did get some knitting time. So I was able to, finish the socks.
All right.
So these are for my daughter's mother-in-law. So my our son-in-law's mum. And they are knit in Mrs. Peacock sock yarn. gifted yarn. Thank you very much, Cynthia, for providing me this yarn, and I absolutely love them. Sorry, I haven't got them on sock blockers so that they look nice, but that's not my style. I don't know. I don't even have a sock blocker.
Yeah, the yarn's quite, I won't say dense, but it's a nice it's a nice rounded feeling yarn. It's
I knit the everyday sock pattern by Tinker Knits, and I knit it on 2.25 mil needles, so it's a pretty tight gauge, but I'm a loose knitter, so I kind of need to have that gauge to get a nice tight fit. And I've knit tons of these socks. I really like them. I knitted this one to have a nice long leg on it, so she can kind of fold it over or slouch it down, or
How much yarn did you have left over?
I have, I think, enough to make something else. I need to weigh it. I haven't weighed it yet, but that's probably enough, along with some extra. If I pick out, I've got tons of other sock yarn. If I picked out another colour, I know I've got a pinky colour or a purpley colour that I could knit with it to make another pair of socks. For
nice.
Yeah, so I'll get another pair of maybe shorties for myself out of the rest of it, which I'm happy with. I've got less than half, but not much less than half, I'd say. Yeah.
So even if you had a longer toe or
I'll weigh it and
something.
Yeah, I'll weigh it and Stephen can put how much I've got out of the 100-gram ball left. So yeah, pair of socks. Feeling very pleased to have those done. I feel like they kind of knit themselves because I kind of was just knitting them here and there and not like no concerted effort to actually get them finished. They just got themselves done.
Do you block your socks? Are they going to be blocked, or do you just sort of?
Well, I'll wash them, but I won't put them on sock blockers.
Right.
Because then they're nice, and the idea of them is that they're tight, so when you put them on, they feel nice and tight against your foot rather than loose.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to do that.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on putting them on sock blockers, but I will wash them before I give them away.
Makes sense.
But I wanted to hold on to them until I'd been able to show them, so I can skite about it before I give them away.
Oh, that's awesome.
Please excuse Stephen's stomach.
Oh. What?
It's dinner time. Well, everyone's going to be able to hear it. We might as well just see the elephant in the room.
Put it right out there. Sure, yeah. Your lunch was a while ago.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so I think that's all of our finished objects.
Yes.
I feel like I'm doing okay, actually. Like, I'm getting something done every couple of weeks.
Yeah. How's your 20 and 24? 25? There we go.
Well,
it's been a long day.
Both of the things I'm currently knitting on are not in my 20 and 25, so I'm going to talk about both of them when we get to whips. But the storm sweater was, and then when I get to plans, I'm going to talk about the next one. I think I've got 6 to go. Like, you're asking me the question, I have no idea.
I was going to say, were the socks in there, but I think that was your second pair of socks.
Socks are not in the I didn't put many accessories in there because I just kind of knit them around other things that I'm knitting. And my 2 whips are not in my 20 and 25, so I'm trying to get through them as quickly as possible so I can keep going with my 20 and 25.
All right, fair enough.
Otherwise, I'm not going to get through it. I'm at risk of not getting through it now, which is fine. Like, it's a goal. It's not like, if I get to the end of the year, my life will be over if I don't get there. It is only just a goal. And the goal is not to knit 20 items, it's to try and use up my stash. That was the whole purpose of it, and I feel like I have really been achieving that goal. So
yes, you've done a good job.
I feel like I have. I feel like this yarn cupboard is starting to look a little bit emptier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not think so?
Oh, no, I do. I was just wondering about the boxes under the couch.
Oh, well, they're also starting to look much emptier.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
We'll transfer
well,
them
I mean, my
across.
yarn stash is in a couple of different places, but most of it now is in the cupboard. I feel like I've made a good effort.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah.
That's good.
So whips.
Whips.
You talk about whips.
Okay, so because I finished Bibliophile, I actually only have one thing on the needles at the moment. I didn't cast anything new on, so I just,
the ongoing saga.
The ongoing saga of Glenesk. So I've made good progress, I think, on this.
You didn't do the steak. You've decided to start an arm instead?
Yeah, well, what I've done is I've finished off the body. So it looks like a funny kind of sleeping bag for small children.
So this is the neck steak. You cut that open and it creates the neck.
So there's a front
there.
and back here. So when this cuts, that will create the neck opening. And there's a patterned band that goes around and is picked up. So
similar to that.
Similar to what you can see at the bottom here, that's right. But a little bit smaller. And then I have obviously the one uncut arm steak here. And I have cut the steak in the arm here and begun the arm. So so you can see the raw edge of the steak on the inside. I've got a couple of rows worth of spare unravel space before once I finish the arm, I go back in and I just trim the steak back a couple of stitches and then tack it down. So
cool.
These are like a safety thing. One thing I've noticed when I've been knitting this though, it's kind of bugged me a little bit all the way up the body. With the yarns, there's particularly the yellow. It's not tightly spun, and it's quite
stringy.
It's poofier than perhaps the other colours.
Some colours are poofier than others, and it's about how the dye takes the wool.
Yeah, and but one of the things I found interesting is I get sloppy stitches. So when I'm doing the colour work, particularly in the yellow, you kind of constantly...
I feel like only you can notice that.
Okay, but yeah, you kind of tug it really tight.
I have not noticed.
And despite the fact that you're putting a lot of tension on it, you go back around and you can just, the floats are all still a bit floppy. And
only you can see that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just the one thing that I've noticed. Also, the tension at the edge of the steak, the stitches, I think I'm going to need to tighten them up a little bit. I don't know. They're just kind of a lot bigger. So I'm going to have a little bit of a play with doing that. And I guess that's just part of, my fair old Jersey knitting journey, around just the things that irritate me and the things that I learn as I go along. But yeah, so I'm kind of enjoying it now. And, getting into the arm, I'm just doing it on Magic Loop, because I enjoy Magic Loop. It's not too taxing, and I'm making, fairly quick progress because there's only much fewer.
Does it have decreases?
It does, yes. So I'm about, there's a long, string of decreases to come because there are quite a lot of stitches on here. Relative, I think there was sub 100 on this, but there's well over 100 stitches on this arm. So there's a lot of decreasing in my future, but just kind of decreases into a seam stitch that sort of is under the base of the arm. So it's just an unpatterned stitch, and as you decrease, you just decrease into each side of it. So it almost becomes a part of the pattern as well,
rather than trying to match it up.
Yeah. So and grafting. I had my second go ever of grafting to graft the top of the shoulders together.
Graft the back to the front.
Yep. And for all of this, I hadn't made any mistakes in terms of my pattern, and it was when I grafted this first shoulder, it was then I noticed that one row below the steep cast off row, I'd completely botched up the pattern. So, my arm progress isn't quite as large because I was like, it's too close to the top and it's too noticeable. So I undid the graft, which was interesting in itself.
Rather than just ripping it out.
Yeah, I didn't rip it out because I'm just picking up the colours and all that kind of stuff and steaks. Because had I steaked it? No, I hadn't steaked it yet. But anyway, it was a journey. So yeah, did that, tinked a couple of rows, put the cast-offs back on, and knit it right. So at least I no longer have to worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, you spent so much time knitting that garment. Can you imagine being like, I don't care about that?
Yeah. Well,
at that point.
That was the thing. I sat there
it's
and I was
not like you noticed something at the start when you got to the end.
Yeah, I was like, it's going to take me about 2 or 3 hours to fix it. And then I was like, 2 or 3 hours compared to all of that time to get the body, it's like, I'll just fix it. So.
Yeah, no, that's reasonable.
So yeah, that was Friday night. So anyway.
I'm glad I wasn't here for that.
No. So, Whips, that's Glen S. That's my, I won't say my one and only, but that's the one that I'm working on.
Whoops. Shall I go next?
Yes.
So I have spent some time over the weekend working on my Sunday tea, which is by Petite Knit. So this yarn is Wild Earth Yarn Settler, which is 85% merino, 15% Arapawa yarn. I've talked about this a lot. This is gifted by Wild Earth Yarns to me to make something with, and I am finally at the bottom. So in the pattern it says to do a folded cuff at the bottom. Is that what it's called, a cuff? Hemline, I don't know, whatever. And but that's because it's a tee, and it kind of looks nice on a tee, but I don't want to knit it as a t-shirt. I want to knit this as a jumper. So I decided to knit the same amount of rows of the same 2x2 ribbing that I did at the top on the bottom, so it kind of matched either end. I mean, nobody's ever going to notice that, but I know that they match.
So you mean by rows, you mean those columns of stitches, or?
Yeah, the number of rows of 2x2.
Oh, so
before I moved to 2x3.
Right. Oh, that's right, because it goes from
2x2 to 2x3
increases.
to 3x3 to whatever.
Okay, that makes sense.
Whatever. Yeah, so it's that set there up to that increase you can see there.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah. So yes, I decided to do that, and then I got to where I wanted to. I didn't want a very big cuff, so I just knit until it was the same length as the top part, and then I was like, okay, so now how do I do a 2x2 bind off? Because usually if it says a 2x2 bind off, I just don't knit one, or I knit a bind off in pattern, or I just do a kind of a I just bind it off. I just do the standard knit one, cut and slip it over, knit one, slip it over all the way around.
Because there's not too many patterns use a 2x2.
No, but that kind of bind off where you're knitting and slipping is not super stretchy. Pass one over as a PSC sew. And I wanted to have a little bit of stretch in it because it's I just wanted to try something different actually, rather than being lazy, which is what I usually do. So there are a few techniques to change from a 2x2 rib to doing a sew and bind off. And so you can actually do a sew and bind off where you're sewing the knits as knits and the purls as purls, but I didn't like the way that looked because it kind of leaves a running yarn in the front, because you basically you have to go across, like to purl these ones, you have to go across these two, so you can see a piece of yarn across the two stitches.
Right. So a little bit like...
Because you're doing 4 stitches at once.
Yeah, so it's like one of those techniques like when you do like a knit front back increase on the edge, you can see the little piece of yarn.
Yeah.
And it's on the wrong side. It's not tucked away. So.
Exactly. So I didn't like the look of that. So Andrea Mowry has a technique where you basically rearrange the stitches. So I'm up to it now where you have a knit stitch and then another knit stitch and then a purl stitch and a purl stitch. So you go knit and then you rearrange the knit and the purl. So now you've got a knit, purl, knit, because you rearrange those two. Purl. So what was that too? So knit, purl, knit, because you've rearranged them, and then you're back to a knit.
Right.
And then you rearrange those two, and away you go. So it's taken me a while. I started this morning, and I've done that much.
Oh, right. Such... Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I've done like, how many stitches is that? 8. But I just wanted to try it out to see what I thought of it, because effectively you're creating a cable at the bottom, because that's what you do with a cable. You're shifting the stitches. But the next row is immediately then a bind off, so I'm assuming you don't really notice it. So I'm interested in finding out, and so far you can see the stitches are slanting.
Yeah.
But I don't think it'll matter too much by the time I get to the bind off.
I think you'd have more to be worried about if anybody was paying that much attention to the
I
last
think
row of the
only
of
person
the
who's going to
jumper.
be paying that much attention is Stephen and other knitters.
Yeah.
When they ask me about it.
When they pick it up and sit there and closely examine it. Yeah.
Yeah. So so I'm almost at the bottom, and then I've got two sleeves. So the style of the jumper was a tee, so it was designed to be a crop. So I'm going to knit it as a full length jumper and I'll do the same 2x2 rib.
Right. So, because so it's stockinette at the base. In the pattern, does it go straight from rib to a cuff, or does it have?
It's the same as that.
Right. So it does go straight from the rib to the cuff. So.
No.
Oh no, there's a little bit of stockinette there.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It has a.
So that's per the pattern.
It has stockinette about that far down, and then you bind it off.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it has a bunch of stockinette.
I should know this because I've put the picture up probably a half a dozen times already.
And then it has a stockinette, folded, bind off.
Right.
Whatever that's called. Yeah.
So what are you going to do on the cuffs?
Which I'm not going to do. So I'm going to knit full length sleeves, and then I'm going to do a 2x2 rib with the same bind off.
Okay.
Unless I hate the bind off, in which case I'll change the plan. But that's the plan at the moment. Yeah. And
awesome.
then it'll be done.
Yay.
Sleeves are usually fast. But this is knit on 3mm needles, so it won't be super fast. And also, this is a 2.25mm needle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, to make it a nice neat.
And tight.
You can see how nice and neat it looks.
Yep, that's going to be good. Well done.
Yeah.
Alrighty, more whips. Let's see. I was going to take this little opportunity to talk about one of my languishing whips.
Did you look up how long ago it was that you started this?
No, but
you're talking on
it was the third pattern that I bought with the intention of knitting.
I'm going to look it up.
Maybe the fourth. Anyway, yeah, it might have been the one after my rift. So, anyway, OA. The OA.
Yeah, we don't know what it's called. I think OA, but...
Yeah.
Or OA.
Yeah, it's a capital O and a capital A, so it's kind of hard to tell. So this is where we are at the moment. I mean, I've done quite a bit, so this is kind of show and tell when I can get it all out. And I can explain some of my reservations about this as well. So I'm a much better colourwork knitter now, but this is kind of...
Your tension is going to be so different when you keep knitting it.
I know, that's one of the things I'm a little bit concerned about. It's very fluffy. So anyway, before I show too much, I'm knitting it in Bohemia Worsted, which is from Outlaw Yarn, and it's discontinued. But it's a very fluffy worsted weight yarn. And I decided in my wisdom, or not, to knit it in a sort of a light grey called Fog and a dark grey called London Town. And because it's got a very severe halo on it, I'm kind of wondering whether my dark grey and my light grey is just going to combine in terms of the halo on this into sort of a more muddy grey. So I'm not sure as yet, but this is an arm that I've knit. It's bottom up with a provisional cast on. There's a whole bunch of techniques around I-cord ribs and things.
14th of May 2022.
Okay, so 4 years?
3 years.
3 years. There we go. So it's been a while.
And you haven't really knitted on it since you did the bit that you've done.
No.
You knitted pretty solidly on it and then stopped.
I did. So I've got this much of an arm, and I have the body all the way up to sleeve separation. So again, it's a provisional cast on, so you can't really tell, you can tell which way it goes up. So this is the way that it goes up. So it's effectively knit two sleeve joining because it's bottom up. The sleeve's not quite at the right place. I knit it in true Stevens original jerseys, oversized. So it's a large size that is going to be big on me. I thought maybe that's a good idea because it's kind of like a hoodie. So I thought I could actually put it over another jersey. So when I was cold...
Oh my God, how warm are you?
Because it's like outerwear.
Are we going to be in Antarctica? Are you suddenly Scott Amundsen?
I mean, Scott Amundsen.
There's two people.
You've just mixed your metaphors there.
Scott and Amundsen.
Yeah, that's the one. So that was what ran through my head initially. I thought, more is better, but having now actually worn double layered colour work.
Yeah.
And on a lighter gauge, I know how warm and windproof this stuff is. So it's going to be intense.
I have a Kate Davies pattern.
This is by Kate Davies. Too, by the way.
Mooch, yeah. This episode is brought to you by Kate Davies. Mooch, and it's unwearable for me. I knit it in 2 DK Merino yarns, and I've recently given it away because it's too warm
Yeah.
for me to wear. I just don't feel comfortable wearing it. There's no season that is warm and cool enough for me to wear a jumper so warm.
So the Oa has an option to have a hood or not a hood. I was going to knit the hood. I then decided not to, but I still might. It has a pop of colour. So it's like I've got a pop of yellow.
Well, they would have seen the picture anyway.
Yeah, true. And you'll see where that goes in the hood as part of the ribbing. So yeah, I think...
Do you think you're going to pick it up then?
Well, what I think I will do is I will pick up the rest of the arm and see how it goes.
Oh yeah, and see what your
and
tension's like.
if my tension's out and if it's knitting well, then I might consider carrying on. The thing that concerns me is if I frog it, it's got such a halo on it. I'm not sure.
I could definitely use it because I would use it for accessories or a blanket or.
Yeah, because I still have a significant amount.
But the stuff you've already knit, I could definitely reuse that. It won't be very nice looking, but I can make something.
Yeah,
out of it.
and there's probably a jersey lot.
Yeah.
Of yarn here still too, because each of these balls is
Yeah, you could make a really nice something.
how many grams are they? It's like 100 gram balls, so they're quite large. But anyway.
I would be, if you chose not to knit it anymore, I'd be very happy to repurpose all of that yarn.
Yeah, well, the London towns are really nice.
I very much like the colours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm going to do the arm, but yeah, honestly,
Suck it and see.
Honestly, I think if I do go to the effort of it, it's going to be one of those things that I don't wear, or wear once a year.
If I don't wear something that thick, I don't imagine there's
No.
very many people on earth who would wear such
Yeah.
a thing. I don't know what Kate Davies is doing. Like, where does she live? I mean, she does live in Scotland, so
At the top of the
the
UK.
Outer Hebrides or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah, so it's probably pretty windy up there. It'd be good for wind.
Yeah, I've learned my lesson. I've knit one, and then I also knit the Elder by Rebecca Clow, and it's got slip stitches, but it's carrying 2 yarns, so it's quite thick, but the slip stitches kind of save it.
Right.
And even that is borderline too warm for me. I think you've seen me wearing that before.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I guess I don't go anywhere that's sufficiently cold to require
Not that you would drag that with you.
cold weather jerseys. I mean, that's the thing.
It's so bloody heavy.
Yeah, considering it'll have probably something like 1.25 kilos of yarn or whatever. By the time I get to the number of balls and the hoods and all sorts of things.
Certainly for me, lesson learned is that I will never again knit in, not even DK weight colour work. Colour work is a fingering weight thing for me.
Yeah, I guess it's good to kind of talk it through just to see whether it's worth it or not. Maybe I could reknit it in a lighter yarn. But anyway, I don't know.
I mean, just knit another pattern.
Yeah, maybe.
Using a lot.
I liked the pattern to start with, but I've fallen out of love with it a little bit too. So.
Yeah, and getting it out, I'm just itching to get my hands on
you
the
just
yarn.
You just want my yarn.
I just want the yarn so I can make other things with it.
Yeah. But anyway, but not blankets, right?
If you repurpose that, I'd need to see what it turned out because the lighter colour yarn will have the halo of the other yarn.
Yeah,
on it.
that
So
repurposed
it's not
part.
going to look very great.
But there's still a number of balls there.
Oh,
that
not
you
with
could
the other
knit
stuff. I
something.
mean the repurposed yarn.
Yeah.
I'd find something to do with that isn't a garment.
Yeah, it would make a nice colour work yoke sweater. What's left there?
You're still talking about making colour.
Oh yeah, but only on the top part because it's
Yeah.
only single layer on
I
the
guess
bottom.
you could, yeah.
Like a tender heart or something.
Yeah, and you do like your tender heart.
I do.
Yeah.
And it's the same yarn, and I can wear that quite comfortably.
Yeah, you're right. I'm happy enough with colour work.
So anyway, I thought I'd bring Oa out just to show you what I was talking
Kate
about.
Davies, what were you thinking? And please stop. No, I love Kate Davies, don't worry.
No, she does. And it's a hoodie. I mean...
I want to meet her one day.
It's supposed to be warm.
Yeah,
maybe
it's
not.
designed to be outerwear, clearly.
Yeah, it
For
is.
when it's really cold and windy, but not raining.
Yeah, and you've only got a t-shirt.
It's a very specific scenario that does not exist for us.
Yeah, there's frost, snow, you're going to visit the glacier later in the day, and you only pack the t-shirt.
Yeah, but luckily you've got your double thickness possum merino hoodie with you, Phil.
Yeah, there we go. So anyway.
Weighing 1.5 kilograms.
Right. So after all of that, did you have any more whips?
I do, yes.
Let's move along.
Yeah, let's move on. So my other whip is, on the last show I talked about the my upcoming project, and it's the garden pullover by Anika
Strick or something?
Anika Strick? Yeah.
Yeah. Anka Strick.
Anka Strick.
Anka Strick.
Not Annika.
No, not
Anka
Annika.
Strick.
Anka Strick.
Oh my goodness.
Or
Anka.
Anka, yeah.
German.
Yep. Is it German?
I don't know. I just
Sounds Dutch.
Okay.
Who knows?
I thought she was German.
Research. We need research.
No, we're not going to do any research. I ain't got time for that. So anyway, this is the Garden Pullover by Anka Strick, and it is knit in Knitting for Olive in the colourway Ice Blue, and it is a gift knit.
Sorry, I needed a squish.
And it's what can I say about this? I was quite focused on getting down to the sleeve join. So what it has is you knit a rectangle at the back. It's kind of that standard design that a lot of people have nowadays, and then you pick up the what's that called, shoulder seam, which is just at the back of the shoulder, and then you knit up and over to knit the fronts. And now I've joined the fronts, so I've just got to the point where I've joined the fronts together, and it has this very nice kind of crossover on the front and the back. So I'll show you what that looks like. So on the back it looks like that, where it kind of crosses over a little bit, and then the same on the front, just a little kind of crossover, just I guess it'll be just about here. And and all over lace, which is a very easy 4-row repeat of lace. Very easy to see where you've gone wrong. I don't feel like I've made a mistake so far. I can't see any mistakes in it. I don't want to look at it too closely, just in case I did. And the mistakes are easy to fix anyway. If I made them, I can just drop down and fix that. So I'm really enjoying it. So I've put it down now. I'm not going to knit it anymore until I've finished my Sunday tea, because I've had that on the needles for ages and the weather's warming up, so I want to be able to wear it before it gets too warm. It's a perfect season now for me to wear fingering weight.
And you've just got got arms to do now, right?
Yeah, so the arms, I'll get those done in the next 2 weeks, and then I'll be back onto this. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying this. It's a very nice knit. I saw the person I'm knitting for it last night, and I was like, "Ooh, I'll send you a picture." I wanted to get down to sleeve separation before I sent them a picture, so I might do a couple more rows, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I won't. So I seem to have abandoned it just before the end of a row as
I was going to say, it looks a little bit,
like I just stopped in the middle of something.
Like must have been
I think I was...
knitting curfew, maybe.
Yeah, either that or I had to go to work. So, I'm really enjoying it. I'm looking forward to picking it back up. I'm really enjoying the Knitting for Olive. I've not knitted with Knitting for Olive before. It's the perfect combination of the merino is nice and... It's nice and solid feeling. It's not too... It's not stringy. It's very fine.
It is. It's not silky though. It doesn't feel...
No.
It feels...
It's not superwash. That's what I like about it.
Yeah, it looks floofy, but it doesn't feel super silky.
Well, that's why it's floofy though.
I know, yeah. That feels a little bit more silky.
Well, that's because it's got silk.
Oh, well, that helps.
Like, literally.
Okay.
It's literally floof and silk. So that will be why. Anyway, so but the merino is really nice, and I'd really like to knit something just in the merino. It's very fine. It's like a light fingering weight, and I think I could knit something on a 2.5mm needle, and I think that would be like so amazing.
Yeah, really.
Even just a t-shirt, because I don't think I'd knit
So
a whole
something with a
garment.
lot of stitches, but really, really close together, so it looks like a shop knit.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Knit something that's really fine gauge. I really like to. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, and because I'm a fairly fast knitter, the pain and suffering of knitting like screeds of stockinette is not too great
Right.
when you could
So-
just power through it.
So if anyone knows any patterns that you knit on like about a 1.5mm needle
1.5,
or 2mm needle.
2.5,
Oh, right, okay.
because that one's knit on 3, and that's.
So I was just
fingering
joking.
weight. Does
But
1.5
hey, if there-
even exist? That's like lace
But
weight.
if there's any of them out there, though, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do that, but no matter how much you ask me to. Yeah, so I'm really enjoying the knitting for Olive though, and we'll definitely knit with it again. And they have such amazing colours that all I want to do is go and buy more knitting for Olive. But I'm still on a yarn diet, so I have not done that. And I still do want to knit with mostly local yarn too. So that's that work in progress. Love.
Magic. Right, now, acquisitions. What have you been buying this fortnight?
Nothing.
What?
Neither of us, well, we're both on a yarn diet.
You're right.
Even Stephen's managed to avoid it.
In fact, I don't actually think I've been into a yarn store since the last episode.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I mean, I have, but
Yeah, okay.
I tried to go to the Ribbon Rose. I was in Auckland, and the Ribbon Rose is a big yarn and fabric store in Auckland.
Right.
And I didn't have a car, but somebody else did. And I'm like, I was talking to a third person who's also a knitter, and I'm like, hey, do you want to go to the Ribbon Rose? And I thought if 2 or 3 of us, if I can get a couple of other people.
Right.
And then I convinced a person with the car to take us rather than just me. I was like, if there's a group of us who want to go, then she'd be like, oh, yeah, okay. But she was like, oh, you should definitely go there. And I'm like, do you want to come? And she's like, oh, no, I've been there. I was like,
Didn't take that
I
hint.
want to go. So next time I go to Auckland, I'll go to the Ribbon Rose.
Yeah, because you're going to be up there a couple of times more
And
this
then,
year.
yeah, I will be up there with a car in November, so I'll go then.
Nice.
Anyway, so I got close to acquiring yarn, and then she knows that I'm on a yarn diet, so she was like, "Do you need more yarn?" I mean,
Yeah, come on, really? You know, it was
I always need more yarn.
take away temptation. Yes.
Yeah, so I decided to be sensible and not go to a yarn store. I just don't put myself in the way of temptation where I want to buy yarn
Yes.
and fabric. Yeah, so no acquisitions, short story long.
Right. Okay, so then moving on, knitting plans.
Okay.
So one.
Well, Oa.
Well, there is Oa, so I might, yeah, I think I will actually just do a few rounds on the arm to see
A few rounds
how I
on
feel.
of those.
Yeah, to see how I feel about
Sleeve.
it, whether it's something that I feel I want to pursue. I'm thinking probably not at this stage. I don't really want to dive into that. Yeah, righto.
I've been neutral. I haven't said anything, but I would
I also
be very supportive of you frogging it.
okay.
I would even frog it for you.
Maybe that's an option, but we'll see. So
No pressure.
no, none at all. Okay, so what am I going to do over the next 2 weeks? Okay, I want to get at least an arm of Glenesque finished, I think, and also want to stick the neck because I kind of want to stick my head through the hole at the top.
Yeah, just to get a good sense. Because
yeah.
you've been trying to try it on. He looks a bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
He put it over his head with the stick. It looked kind of funny.
Yeah, like the woolen bag over the head
It
trick.
didn't work.
No, so I really want to do that because I also want to see how wide the shoulder is,
Yeah.
and get a feel for that. So, and then I'll probably just stick the other armhole as well and knit the edge of that. So what I thought I was going to do,
But in true Stephen style, he's steeked one arm, not all three.
yeah. But what I am going to do though, and I should have said this before, is I'm going to knit one pattern repeat on this arm, and then I'm going to knit one pattern repeat on this arm, and then I'm going to work my way down so that way
Very Stephen.
when I run out of yarn, it's going to be even, and then whatever I do on
I
one,
have
I can
offered
do
to
on
weigh
the
the
other.
balls, but he's fine doing it his way.
They're so little, and I've got like these little balls and mini skein type things left. So
You put it in a little tray and you just weigh the whole thing
it
together.
just feels like I just feel this way is probably a little bit more.
You're just having fun.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would be
enjoying it.
very stressed by that yarn chicken. I would want to know when I started what I was going to end up
Yeah,
with. But
no.
you're fine.
I decided I wasn't going to worry about it. So what else I'm going to do? I'm going to possibly do an intarsia swatch for the calf facet, and if I do cast anything on Jersey wise, it's going to be Henry VIII. So because that's my next big project. I'm going to rip these arms of Glen Escout. It's going to be job done, and
Not
then
rip them out.
No, but as in
Smash them out.
blast through it, yeah. And then I'll be into Henry VIII, so I'm looking forward to that.
So then it'll be same but different.
Yeah, because actually I'm feeling a lot better about this whole steak neck and arm thing. I'll have a good chance to know how long it is. Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah, because you can just pretty much knit the same.
Yeah, I think
box.
Glen Esk could be a little bit too long, but I'll know because then I've also been toying with the idea if it is too long and I'm not going to wear it because of that, I could, even though it's bottom up, I could just cut the bottom off and redo, because it's got such a different band at the bottom, I could actually just cut the pattern at the
With all
right
that
length.
extra yarn.
Yeah, as long as I pick it up. Oh, no, the colours on the bottom I have loads of extra.
I know.
Yeah, so that's
Lol.
not a risk, but I could make it shorter, but it will require surgery on a fair old jersey, so that could be fun.
Yeah. Fun.
Anyway, that's what we're up to. How about you?
So plans. So once I've finished the Sunday tea, which should be in the next week or so, depending on how much time I got. I've got a busy couple of weeks coming up. I am going to. The next thing I want to use is this Rebel Rhapsody, which is Alloy yarn. And I did. So funny. I knew that I had my 20 and 25 coming up at the end of last year. So what I did was add tons of things to my stash. So when I was destashing, part of what I was destashing was things that I just stashed.
Right.
Ha, funny. Yeah, I was gaming the system. What was I thinking? So both this, which is the Rebel Rapture,
Yeah.
and this, which is Rebel Rhapsody, because Bohemia and Rhapsody.
I never got that. Deb. I never got that at all.
Well, I assume that's what it means.
That's actually...
Because this is also...
Did we just unlock Outlaw's naming strategy?
Because this is also merino and possum, so
Yeah.
it's similar yarn, but this is woolen spun, that's worsted spun.
So we've got Bohemia and Rhapsody. That is...
You just figured that out.
I just figured that out. You just watch the penny drop in real time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's why she did it. That it's
That's-
not just a coincidence. Because
No.
it's the same yarn. It's the same composite. Well, it's a similar composition.
That's cool. I love
Doesn't
it.
have the alpaca in it. Anyway, so I have a sweater quantity of, in fact, you can see it, of this, and I want to knit a cardigan with it. I really want to own a jumper knit in this. This is DK weight. It's woolen spun, and as I said, it's 80% merino, 20% possum. It's so nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the
Yeah,
colour.
it's-
It's my colour. So I just knit the Calypso, and it's effectively the same colour. The colour's called Fandango, but it's very similar to Tiffin, which I've got a couple of things I've knit in that.
Yeah.
And I just love the colour. Like, I feel like I've got 2 things knit in it already, but more things is fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad I don't have lots of that because I'd be wanting more of it.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
So
It's
good.
squishy.
Very nice.
So-
Anyway, so I want to knit cardigan because I've already got a oversized jumper and a the Calypso colourwork jumper. So I thought, okay, a cardigan will I'll have different versions of the same yarn effectively. And so I kind of went through, I've got options and I'm interested in what people think. Have you knit, the options I'm going to talk about, have you knit them? What do you think of them? Have you got other options that are similar? So I've got a few that are similar in style. One is, I've written them down. So one is the Scarlet Cardigan by Petite Knit. which is a fairly new pattern, and I quite like. It's very put together. It's got a double knit button band, and I kind of feel like I'm not sure about a halo yarn. If you look at the pattern, you'll see that it looks nice in a smooth yarn. So I'm not sure about that one. The April cardigan is a good basic. It's like a V-neck button up, which I really like the look of that. So that's been my go-to for quite a while. I was actually going to knit something else. In my 20 and 25, I was going to knit something entirely different. I decided not to knit because I really want a cardigan. And so April is probably the front runner. And then I started having a look, and I was at Knit Night, and Lisa from Unwind and Knit With Me was wearing the Calm Down cardigan by Lily Kate Makes, and I really liked it. And then I thought, oh, maybe I could make that one. So that's on the list. This is really hard. It's going to be really hard. I don't know what to do. I want them all, and I want them all in now in this.
So they're all button up? They all have buttons?
So all of the ones so far I've got are all button up. They're all V-neck, so the buttons kind of start here rather than this one.
So no Green Park cardigans. Are they fitted?
They're all very similar. Petite Knit kind of makes the same pattern in a variety of different. So I think the April cardigans are raglan and the Scarlet cardigans are drop shoulder. I mean, it might be that the photos you put up make me tell lies, but that's my memory.
You will have seen them by now.
I haven't done my research. Like, I haven't reminded myself what these look like. And then there's the Copenhagen cardigan. The Step by Step cardigan by Florence Miller. I really want to knit one of Florence Miller's jumpers, either the Step by Step sweater or the Step by Step cardigan, because I want to know if it's a pattern that I would recommend to beginner knitters. And I like knitting beginner knitter patterns, because then I know if somebody asks me, I can say, hey, you should knit this one, it's really good.
And that's Florence from Knitting with Florence?
Yeah, so Florence Miller has made the Step by Step jumper and the Step by Step cardigan, which are both free. You pay what you want. So, I mean, I'd happily pay her. She's very lovely, and she has a podcast. But it is a worsted weight, and this isn't a thick DK.
No, it's not. It's a DK, I think.
Yeah. So I don't think that will be a go, but it was on the list. But I've discounted that one, and then
maybe some London Town.
We're not talking about other yarn. We're talking about this yarn.
No, that's true.
So then my latest object of desire is the Copenhagen cardigan. So that is a fitted sleeve, drop shoulder. Can't remember. I mean, there'll be a picture. Button up to the top, little pockets.
Right.
Very cute. So I'm thinking I'm going to go for that. I have not many cardigans. I have some cardigans that are open front, no buttons. I have 3 of those. Hardly ever wear them. I have no cardigans with a V-neck because I get cold and like having an open chest. Why would I do that? And the cardigans I like are this style. So I can wear them as sweaters, but I can then also wear them as cardigans.
Right. Do any of them have seams? Like other arms seamed in, or are they all picked up?
I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
So
I was just trying to sit here and think, does cardigans even have seams? I mean, or are they all picked up?
Set in sleeve.
I guess it's a set in sleeve, yeah. No.
Yeah, if you okay, fine, I'll have a look. Even though you will have already seen whether it does or not. And now I'm just wasting time. But so the Copenhagen cardigan is my front runner choice. But so I'm interested in hearing from you. So here's the Copenhagen cardigan. Whether or not you have, so I'm looking for a couple of options. I'm looking for, do you have an option? It's a raglan.
Right.
So, which you will already know. Sorry. Do you have a raglan? Do you have a cardigan? I don't care if it's drop shoulder, set in sleeve, or raglan sleeve that is knit all the way to the top. That is your go-to basic cardigan. I don't want anything fancy. I don't want colour work. I don't want lace or cables or anything. Just a basic cardi. Do you have a favourite that you would recommend? A knit-in DK weight yarn. And do you have a V-neck? I'd want a high V-neck with buttons, raglan drop shoulder, set-in sleeve that you really love. So if you have any of those, can you let me know what they are? Because, I've got 5 options. Why not expand that up to 20 options just to confuse me even more? And that will kind of give me some choices to be able to make so I can figure out what I want to do. So I will start that. Probably I'll have something started by the next episode, but that's my future plans. And I just wanted to also, I was on the Outlaw Yarn website today. Oh. I really, really love this yarn, and I want more of it.
All right.
So I have not stashed all that much yarn, but
you feel like I want a reward for not stashing?
I want to stash some of this. Deborah, she has good stock of her yarn, but every time I wear this cardigan, I'm like, I need more of this. I have a couple of plain knit superwash yarn jumpers, and I buy superwash because I know it doesn't pill. It's easy to care for, and this is like that, but not superwash. And I prefer not to wear superwash. It's very stretchy, but it also isn't good for the environment. So I really want to go and buy some more of this yarn.
Right.
So I feel like I'm apologising in advance. There's going to be some stash acquisition.
Oh. Yeah, wait till next episode.
Yeah, let's see if I get there.
Yeah. Because
she has really beautiful colours. I don't know anyone else locally who makes the merino silk. It's gorgeous yarn. I highly recommend it. And she has some sumptuous colours. So so then I was also thinking, this is not a summer weight.
Oh, right. But because the silk is a bit cooler. Right. So we might save that one till later. And
maybe I'll restash this and save it, because I might want to make a winter weight cardi out of this one and actually...
Right.
It doesn't count towards my 20 and 25. That's the thing. If I buy a sweater quantity of merino silk yarn, I can't knit it as a part of my 20 and 25 because that's not how that works.
No. And we're coming close to the end
of the year. And we're getting to the end. So am I actually just making my life hard, because I'm currently knitting on 2 garments that aren't in my 20 and 25, and am I planning on knitting another garment that's not in my 20 and 25? Or is it my Christmas cast on?
Oh. Well, there's an option, because you'll have that finished in a week or 2.
Because, yeah,
and
I cast it on Christmas Eve. That's my new tradition. I've done that 2 years in a row. And then I try and get it finished by the time I go back to work in the first week of January. So maybe it's not a Christmas sweater, it's my Christmas cast on. So it's my celebration of being on holiday jumper that I try and get finished over that period.
Remembering that we're in the height of summer at Christmas. So,
yeah. It's like... T-shirt and shorts weather. Not for me, I don't wear shorts or T-shirts, but...
Okay, I'll be in shorts and T-shirts.
And I'll be in sweaters.
No shoes. Jandals.
Flip-flops.
Yeah.
As people call them. Anyway, I have talked long enough, but I just wanted to get all of my thoughts out to you people. So I just love all the amazing comments you make, and I get really good ideas. And I've had all these thoughts like that. It's actually been keeping me awake at night a little bit. And I was on the website.
Too many thoughts.
Block readers, people who work with me, but I was on the website today at work going, this colour and this colour and this colour. And when we get off the show, I'm going to show it to Stephen, because it's such nice yarn.
That's dangerous.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe
I'm quite trigger happy.
Well, no, the thing is that Stephen will go and pick it up for me on the weekend, because I'm usually busy on the weekend.
That's actually true. I can do that.
Yes, you can go and have a chat with Deborah. Anyway, so yeah, so that's my future plans. My future plans are a little bit swirly and I don't exactly know what I'm going to do, but I probably will stick with this because I'm a finisher and I really want to get through my 20 and 25 without gazumping myself. So, well, tune in next time because who knows what's going to happen.
Indeed. Ryan.
On that note, we better go because I've got a meeting that I need to kick Stephen out of this room so I can attend my meeting.
Right. No, okay then. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks. Please leave us a comment. Please feel free to drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I've heard a few people saying if you want to get notified about our episodes when we release them, we always release them on the same day and time so that you know to expect them. So if you don't see them in your feed, you can go looking for them. We always release New Zealand time Sunday at 7 a.m.
Yes.
So if you don't see it in your feed, we've never missed. This is episode 32 and we haven't missed that.
Yeah, even when we were travelling.
Yep. We're trying to be very...
Yeah, okay.
We try and be very consistent.
We might have been late by an hour or so once. Or
yeah, we try and be very consistent so you know to expect us. But if you don't see it in your feed, then make sure you turn on all notifications, which is like the little bell icon. And I've done that on a few podcasts that I watch that I haven't been getting in my feed because YouTube decides what it wants to show you. And so if you want to make sure that you see our videos, then make sure you put all notifications on so that it'll always remind you when a new episode arrives.
Yeah. And if you want to keep hearing more and more stories like this, please also subscribe. We would really appreciate that as well. So.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. It certainly helps us to reach more people. The more subs that we have and the more viewers we have, I mean, that's not our goal. We're just trying to sit around talking about knitting. But if you want to spread the love to others. Then...
Yeah. We love the feedback from all different places and all different angles, and share us with your knitting buddies.
Yeah. Okay, anyway, we better go. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Ka kite anō.
Goodbye.